can't figure it out.
Alrighty, so we are really playing games, and we're really playing Starfinder against the Aeon throne with our lovely cast of characters. We have Ozzy, little Yosoki rat folk. We've got Yulia, the Vlaka, badass eye patch wearing captain. We have Zyson, the drunk Kasatha. Shardik, the enlightened bear. And I'm playing Murphy, the wisecracking Patra catfolk, and we have, of course, our GM Patrick. Take it away.
Hello. So last time on Really Playing Games, you all received a contract to deliver a bunch of supplies to a colony in the Vast. The colony is called Nakondis. You actually have a friend, your person who sold you your current ship, who is one of the settlers on that colony. So it's a pretty good twist of fate there. You traveled through the Vast into the local system, the Nakon system that Nakondis is part of. Immediately, essentially, upon reaching the planet, you are attacked by two drones in orbit of the planet. This was not expected. It's supposed to be, or is, just a 1-year-old-ish colony, and you were definitely not expecting to be attacked. You did find in your scans that it looked like they were drones rumored to be from the aggressive and expansionist Azlanti Star Empire. You then scanned the colony, the principal settlement of Medellin's Landing, and found a big building in the middle of the colony with two big guns pointing up. Figuring you didn't want to get your spaceship blown out of orbit, you found an area to the east of the colony where you have determined to set down on the planet. And as we pick up, what is each of you thinking? So you are coming in, you're actually going down into the atmosphere of this planet. And as you can see, this little art you have behind you on your screen, Nakondis is blanketed in fog. So as you're going down toward the planet, you're getting closer and closer to this gray mist. Your sensors tell you there's a clearing there. You presumably trust your sensors, but you can't really see much. If you use your visual sensors, maybe they're getting to the point where they're all you really see is gray. Does anyone have anything they want to tell us about what their characters are thinking? If you don't, I'm going to make one of you.
I'll do it. So Murphy is still feeling very confident. He's not too bothered by this gray mist. It would be difficult for a lesser pilot, but Murphy is the best. And as he's setting down, just the word Azlanti keeps popping up in his head, and especially the word that follows it, Empire, because he's just this kind of his fur standing up a little bit. He's a little bit arching his back just a little because that rancor he has and this mistrust of these authoritarian governments. So he's maybe going a little aggressive, maybe clips a few trees on the way down, but is a little.
And Murphy would know, definitely Murphy would know that the most dangerous thing a ship can ever do is land, because going into the drift is seamless. It's magic. It's literal. Well, it's technological, but it's given by a god. It works. You can crash land going down onto a planet.
Murphy doesn't believe he can. He's
everyone is strapped into either a chair or strapped into their bunk. Murphy probably has this little like gyro area where he's like doing things on a hologram because he can't, he's the only one who's got things to do. right now, and also running into your console when you're settling down would be very bad. Anybody else?
As he hears Murphy flying Abby into the clearing, clipping some of these tree branches, and hearing the scratches on the hole, Ozzy cannot help himself but to say, "Watch the paint job, Furbat!"
Shut it. I'm concentrating.
So Yulia's probably a little bit nervous because she doesn't know necessarily what they're getting into. Really, her main goal is just to get to the point of contact and get out, because it seems like she doesn't know what the whole situation is, and maybe it's best if she didn't. So she's not really sure what's going on, a little bit nervous, but she wants to do her job.
All right. Zyson or Shardik?
Shardik is wondering if these crash harnesses are really bear-sized or not. Probably about to find out.
It is literally bear size. Whether it's bear safe or not, you have never tested.
I wonder if there are crash test bears. Crash test bear dummies? Crash test dummy bears? What do you think?
Dummy bears.
Crash test teddy bears.
Hey!
Dyson is thinking he is really regretting not having packed some kind of libations to get him down onto this planet. Because once again, our fearless pilot is showing off. Although he is very curious as to what's going on over here. It's starting to promise to be something more interesting than your typical outpost, which does excite him a little.
You are unfortunately sober for you. The recommendations in the manual certainly say that no intoxicants should be used within 24 hours of landing a ship. Whether you waited 24 hours or not, I will leave up to you. So your ship, you do come in for a landing, and as you get to the point of really no return, the vertical boosters are kicking in, bringing you down, almost at no speed. You can finally see the ground, and the ground it is clear. You haven't landed on more than a relatively small tree, and your ship just comes slowly down and thump.
Is the fog like as thick as Dagobah kind of deal, or less than that?
It is pretty thick. Yeah. It's so you can look out of your visual sensors. Maybe you have the main screen turned on to a visual sensor.
Main screen turned on.
Thank
And
you.
you can there are trees sort of to probably two sides of you, three sides of you. You're mostly surrounded by trees. But in part of your visual range, you can just see gray.
So you can see like 50 feet away, though.
It's hard to tell. You're looking through a camera.
Okay, I see.
You're gonna have to get out of your ship to really judge that.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any? How far away from the city are we?
How far are you away from
The settlement.
Magellan's Landing?
Mm-hmm.
You are a few miles, about probably 3.
Alrighty, shifted into park.
Is there anyone outside the ship? Can we scan that?
Sure. You check your sensors and you do not detect any life forms in the immediate vicinity. At least any large life forms. There appear to be critters, but
Okay, time to go then.
they are mostly moving away from you.
Aye, aye, Captain. Now, before we step out, I'd like to set a few ground rules. Now that we're on the ground, I'm pretty sneaky. I can kind of be a forward scout, but I don't want you assholes lingering too far behind in case I run into trouble and can need some support. So why don't we say, I don't know, 40, 50 feet? How does that sound?
And you're sure you know what you're doing?
I just give you the look.
I'm just gonna stare back.
Captain, I think that it would be best if I sent Bobbert with him.
Oh,
How do you feel about that?
It's a little distracting. I see things whirling around and moving around. I just have this instinct to chase them a little bit and swat at them, but I can manage, I suppose.
Oh, he's very subtle.
As long as he can keep quiet and keep up with me, Bobby can come.
Bobbert, full name.
Bobbert.
He's very sensitive about that.
Gosh, I hope I can trust y'all to do this.
Of course you can. And I whip out my laser pistol.
If I die because of you, I will hunt you down.
Got to catch me first.
Okay, so let's go then.
Step off
Okay.
the ship.
We need to figure out what the situation
Oh,
is.
before we get, Bearman, can we make sure this is breathable atmosphere? Almost made that mistake once before, never again.
Sure.
There is a settlement, but sure, we'll check.
Make
I
a
mean,
computers check.
Kind of assumed it was because I grew up here, but
Actually, there is no reason to make a computers check.
He knows.
You check your sensors, and it is clearly breathable. And you do recall that there is, in fact, a colony here that
I just
doesn't
want
use.
to be
yeah.
perfectly
Like a
sure.
biosphere or something.
well, I can tell you it's breathable for me. I don't know if you use a different kind of air than I do, so you can find out.
Let's go.
I guess
Punch
if
the
you
open
start
door.
dying, just say something and maybe we'll do something about that.
Great, you're very kind, Shardek. I appreciate that.
Anything for a friend.
And we need to find out how to get to our contact and then get out as quickly as possible. Because this seems more complicated than we first thought.
So you open the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It opens slowly, and billowing into the ship comes this fog.
Does it have a smell?
Not really. I mean, the planet smells certainly different, but that's to be expected on a new planet. But the fog itself is just...
Well, this could be good, this could be bad, depending on how it breaks. Alright. I'm gonna move ahead, like 40 feet in front of the group. And then if I turn around, can I see them through the fog? Is it that thick?
how far?
I go 40 feet ahead from everybody
40
else.
feet. You can sort of see the ship. There are still a couple of lights on because the ship has not been totally turned off. You can certainly see those lights. You can see sort of the figures of the other party members, but you really have to be about 30 feet to really see pretty closely.
Okay. Ozzy, can you keep tabs of where your wee Bobby is? Because if I get too far ahead and you can't see me, how are you going to follow me?
Bobbert's pretty smart.
Well, I'm saying, do you know where Bobbert is at all times? Do you have some kind of link to him?
Well, we have a very strong emotional bond, if that's what you mean. It's something I'm working on.
Fine. All right, I'll stay a bit closer. I don't want to get separated. All right. So I kind of come back to 30 feet or so from the rest of the group, so they can still see me as I sneak my way forward.
All right. So
I'll send Bobbert out to keep pace.
all right. So what are you doing?
We're going to.
Are you scouting the area around your ship, or are you leaving?
Yeah, I think I start heading off in the direction of the colony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the star map that I downloaded before we left, does that reach planetary scale, or is it just at system scale?
It is system level. You do not have a map of the planet.
Should have thought about that. Oh well.
It'll be fine. It's not too far off. Let's go. I make my way forward.
All right.
Through the
So
darkness.
you are stealthing, and
Mhm.
Bobbert is stealthing. I would like for you both to make stealth checks.
All right.
Is anyone else attempting to be stealthy, or are you just trudging behind these two?
Like, what's the terrain? Is the terrain like woodland, or is it a clear area?
It is forested.
Forest?
So it's sort of it's almost like a boreal forest. It looks like it's weird because these plants are, they're, you can't really see much of the sun, and as far as you can tell, that's normal. So the trees are a little different. They're not big, wide-leaved or anything like that.
I guess I'm not
But
trying
it's
to
a
be
forest.
stealthy right now, but I am trying, not yet at least, but I am trying to be perceptive.
Okay.
I am on lookout. Well, not just lookout. I'm looking, in case something pops up or I see movement or something.
Okay, you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception check. Let's see.
Is anybody else doing anything special?
No, just
Okay. All right. So you head out toward Medellин's Landing. I assume you press the button and lock the ship behind you.
Beep,
You do
beep, beep.
see probably pretty quickly because you're going to lose sight of it. It's probably good because it actually means it's going to be pretty difficult to find your ship. For other people, you can still find your ship. You have techno gadgets for that kind of thing.
technology.
So you begin making your way toward Medellин's Landing. Someone make me a survival check. Let's see how good you are at finding the settlement. So your trek, it's a little bit slow going. You find that a lot of the it's pretty slow going. That's a
Very
six.
slow going.
You find that this earth is actually pretty soft. It's hard to you can't really find an area unless it's just flat rock where it's not soft, almost wet. It's not really mud. You don't get to the point of mud. It's all just this soft, sticky dirt. So you're moving through the forest. You think you're going pretty much the right direction. You didn't know to track through your sensors where the settlement was, and does anybody have any kind of orienteering gear, or are you just going by survival checks?
Just survival checks.
All right.
Um,
So you're pretty sure you know which direction you're going. You're going west.
so I have like a computer, and can't that link up like to the local internet or something?
It would if there was one.
Okay.
However,
There's no internet.
you're in a
Oh,
baby
God.
colony.
Do they not have a local, like dummy internet or something that they've
If
set
they
up?
do, it's probably short range.
If they do, it's probably short range and would also be blocked by the communication interference that is going in a 400
that's
mile
true.
radius around.
Oh yeah, speaking of which,
Yes.
I'm going to take out my personal comm unit. I'm going to talk to Murphy. Hey, Murphy. Hey, can you
I
hear me?
have my volume up too loud. Like, turn it down.
Doesn't work.
Is it just
Does not
static?
function.
Can we do
nothing.
no radio signals?
Doesn't look like it.
You can scan the bands, and you don't hear anything. Like it's completely not dead. You're just getting this interference on all.
Static.
So you are walking, and you come to this clearing. And I could describe it for you, or I could just show it to you.
Oh.
So I'm going to move you around a little bit because we have quite clear. So actually, Shardik, Yulia, Zyson, and Ozzy are farther back than that. You're actually off screen.
Okay, because we're 30 feet, 40 feet behind.
40 to 50, he said.
Well, I kind of decreased it to about 30 since that visual, like as soon as it's like, oh, you guys are in the faded mist if I get too far ahead, so I'm going to bump it back to probably about 30 or so.
All right. At this point, I would like Murphy and Bobbert to please make perception checks.
Okay.
Bobbert is so competent.
Murphy's squinting his green eyes through the mist and the trees.
Okay. So the two of you, well, the one of you and the one little robot are proceeding. And you hear footsteps just very clearly ahead of you. Squish, 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 squish.
I'm going to go to climb a tree.
Okay. So you move up here and you give me an athletics check.
Well, because I
You
am
have a climb speed, don't
daredevil,
you?
I have a climb speed equal to my land speed, and because I took the fleet feat, my speed is 40. So I'm gonna jump right up that tree.
So you climb this tree, and you basically get you get up to pretty much the top of the tree. This is about the limit of the this tree is just big enough to hold you.
Okay.
And it's one of the larger trees you've seen, at least in the area. These are not huge, like really thick trees.
Okay. Yeah, I get to the point where I mostly covered in foliage as much as I can.
Yeah, so you're there. These are sort of separate trees here.
Oh, gotcha.
And you see 3 armed people walking toward you. And at this point, I will need everyone.
3 people who are armed, or people with 3 arms?
3 individuals carrying guns.
I actually was not clear on that either.
In this game, very important distinction.
I will now need everyone to please roll.
I didn't know if there was a hyphen in
Oh
there.
god, initiative.
So I click on my token.
Oh, that's right. I click on our token. Click. Then initiative.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to roll.
Where is initiative in this?
It is right above health.
Yep.
Right below class.
To the right of ability scores.
Yeah.
You gotta click on your dude, then click on initiative.
I don't actually see this.
Do you have your character sheet open?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like click on the token.
Nope.
Yes, I have my
On
character sheet open.
So if you actually click on the word initiative,
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
there you go.
Sorry, that's the learning
You're
of
fine.
these.
I saw you clicking around on your token.
I'm figuring it out.
No, you're fine.
All right. So Murphy,
Yes.
you have the jump on them.
Sweet.
So this one, number 2 here. Can you see the numbers?
Yes. 1, 2, and 3.
So number 2, well, number 1 looks at Bobbert and says something in a language that you do not understand. Looks to number 2. Number 2 just sort of squints her eyes, looks back, and says, "Peakosh, Peakosh," and they raise their rifles.
Okay. Do they seem to have noticed me up in the tree?
The third one, yeah, you think so.
Okay.
He's kind of looking at you. I'm also going to show you what these guys look like. They look like... that.
Damn, Azlanti.
People who have arms.
But only 2 of them.
Armed people. 2 armed people. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my trick attack as my full action. I can move up to my speed and make an attack with my laser pistol. And what I'm going to do is jump down and do some like rolling tumble and suddenly pop up while I'm rolling, fire a shot, and then go over to this other clearing over here. So if I can, with my 40 feet of movement, I like to get over in this area or so.
Okay.
And so, as part of my operative feature, I can make a... well, I'll see if I hit first. How about that?
And what's the DC? Remind me. I meant to look this up. But...
DC is equal to 20 plus your target's CR.
Okay.
Yes. So we're going to move there, and during that point, I'm going to shoot with my laser pistol at number 3. 16 to hit.
You do need to do your... You need to do your trick attack first.
Oh, okay. 22.
Okay, so you succeed.
Yes.
And that makes them flat-footed to your attack, correct?
Yes, target's flat-footed.
Okay, hit.
All right, and then that deals an additional 1 point of damage, so a total of 4 points of fire damage.
All right. So you do your fancy footwork, and then just sort of cross over and hit her with fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think it maybe said that one was him, but hit that individual with fire. Also, I will... oh no, this actually...
My bad.
This is pretty accurate. They're not wearing full helmets. But yeah.
Okay.
So you hit that person. Anything else?
I shout back, "We've got company!"
Next is going to be number 1. Number 1 is going to go here and shoot at... What kinds of people do they like to shoot?
Well, the choices are cat people or robot people.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how they feel about cats and robots.
Here. 5, 10, 15. Go there and shoot Bobbert.
No!
Actually, pull up the... If I roll this
Bobbert's-
attack, is it going to tell you the... Yeah, I'm just going to do it manually. 21 to
Yeah, that'll
hit.
hit.
And that is 2 piercing damage. Pow! It is a kinetic rifle. Shoots Bobbert. And just looks back to number 2 and doesn't say anything. Number 2 is going to close in here and shoot at Murphy. Now,
Bring
this
it on.
area you're in, Murphy, is not really high enough to give you any cover. If you move either sort of into this tree over here or one step farther back, you would have partial cover.
Gotcha.
But right where you are now does not quite give you cover. So
Okay.
number 2 is going to shoot you. Does a 13 hit your KAC?
It does not. Dodge out of the way.
Okay. All right. And then number 2's gonna there. 3 will also shoot at Murphy. 22 versus KAC.
Yes, that will.
And that is 5 piercing damage.
Oof.
And then number 3 moves right there. Dyson, you are about 40 feet back.
Hey, I will move, if I'm 40 feet back, as close to that
So you
sort
can-
of 2-3 as possible.
So what's your movement speed?
30.
30.
But
okay.
I have a reach.
So you
I have a
can get
reach of
to
10.
Yeah, so you can get to if you double move, you would be able to get you'd have 20 feet of movement to where you are now.
Okay. Well, yeah, as wherever I can get to. So
So if you are here, then you have 20 feet of movement. Sorry, 20
left?
feet of movement.
if I double move,
Yeah.
well, I'll
You would
try and get as
be- Yeah, you can either be
close
10 feet to the east or
can. Just try and get as close as I can, so that next turn I can start to engage some of these people.
all right.
And I
Really?
guess I'll also start the gathering points for stellar mode in graviton mode.
All right. So your what color is your moat normally? You get to choose your color or black.
Normally red, like the sort of dying star of the homeworld.
Aw.
Oh.
Even though it is not sentient, I frequently bicker at it.
So it forms your this shield over your armor, and you begin to attune to the black holes. Yulia.
I'm going to. So we're down this path right here, right?
Yeah, you are about 40 feet to the east.
Okay, so I'm gonna move.
Actually,
What is my movement? Where would that be on? Oh, there it is. I see. So I'm gonna, if I'm 30 feet, I'm gonna move, or if I'm 40 feet off the map, I'm gonna move at least my speed of 30 feet. And then would I be able to see number 3 at all?
the fog is so thick that no, you would not.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything more than 30 feet away, you would have at least concealment. And at that range, I think it would have total concealment. I think you can see it.
Okay. And I guess I'll move another. I'll at least move till I'm like right there. So I'll double move, dash. How does that work in this? Is that right?
You can just spend your standard action to move.
Okay.
And you would,
Yeah.
again, you would also have 20 feet left.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far up though. I don't think. Maybe to there.
Anything else?
No, because that was my standard and my move. So that's
Ozzy.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a similar thing. I'm just gonna run so I'm on the map at least.
All right. Anything else?
I cannot see anybody. Nope. So that's going to be.
Did you roll Bobbert into initiative, or does he go on?
He goes on my turn after I act.
Okay.
So that does it for my actions. Bobbert is going to return fire against that number 1 right there
All right.
with the pulse caster pistol.
Pew.
An 11 versus EAC hits.
Awesome.
So he zaps this this soldier
little,
question mark.
This little slot between its manipulator arms opens up, and this little zappy thing just arcs right at him.
Zappy.
Like R2D2.
Zappy boy.
Yeah.
All right.
That does it for my turn.
Shardik.
So I have 40 feet of movement, and how far off the map am I?
40 feet. So I will say that you could get to there with your first movement.
And I can't see anybody.
35 feet. You from there. Okay, that's actually 35 feet. So yeah, you can definitely see that.
Oh, well.
5, 10, 20.
Depends on where you're counting from. You're counting from
30.
like one corner to another.
Yeah. 40 feet. Yeah, you can. Yeah. If you're between 30 and 60, then you can see them, but they have concealment, which is a 20% miss chance even if you had.
Okay, well, so that was my move action.
Yep.
And I still have a standard action and a minor or whatever.
Wow.
Standard action.
Standard action.
Okay.
Yeah. A swift
Okay,
action.
so I am going to cast Magic Missile as my standard action.
All right.
I'm not using it as a full attack, so it gets 2 attacks.
Okay.
I can only
Roll
figure
your
out how to
damage.
do one of the damages, so I'm just going to do that again. Because by choice, I can either do 1 or 3. And so
Weird.
it's going to be, both attacks are going to be on number 3. I do 2 points of damage and then 4 points of damage.
All right. And that just hits. Just straight hits. So
Yeah.
number 3 is very injured.
And that's one of my 2 spells per day. And I could have, there does not seem to be, oh, there we go, I found it. 2,
A way to mark your spell slots.
yeah.
All right. Anything else, Shardik?
Nope, I am done.
All right. Murphy.
Alright, back to me. That fucking hurt. So I'm going to do another trick attack with my full action. I'm going to bound up into this tree as high as I can go. And then seeing number 3 hurt, I'm going to take another pistol shot over using my acrobatics to make the stealth attack. Let's see here. So that's another acrobatics check. 24.
Success.
All right. My laser pistol attack against them being flat-footed. 23.
That will hit.
And then additional 1, so 4 points of fire damage again.
All right. Number 3 crumples to the ground.
I
Fucking
softened him up
bastard.
for you, kitty.
And then underneath my breath, I'm like, 1. Start keeping count.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my full action.
All right.
I'm in the tree.
Number 1, does not like this number of reinforcements that he is seeing. So he's going to move here for half cover and then shoot. Well, shoot Bobbert, of course, because Bobbert shot him. Rude robot. 13 versus KAC.
Sorry, how much?
13.
The hit bobber.
KAC, that'll hit, yeah. Oh, wait, no, it won't. Their
Does not
KAC
hit.
is 14.
All right.
Yay.
So that is number 1. 2 is going to move here and then seek vengeance against Murphy.
Bring it on.
Vengeance.
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 10
Nope.
versus your KAC plus 2.
I swing around the tree trunk, dodging the attack.
It blasts apart part of the tree.
Sway back and forth.
Not helpful. Zyson.
Okay, I want to move. Put them both in my threat.
All right, and with that positioning, neither of them gets cover.
Excellent. I'd like to hear that, and then I'm gonna swipe at them with my pike. So I think I've got it all set up now. So this attack. So a full attack. 1.
Full attack is a -4 to each attack.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What's the difference?
So a full attack gives you 2 attacks, and you get a -4
okay.
to each one.
Got it. So that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing the other thing.
Okay, so
Regular
roll
attack.
again.
Opposed to just lower the it's now. So
And which one are you going after?
1.
Hmm.
Should be +1 more to hit,
Yeah, it's not
but I
adding
haven't.
attack bonus.
It's not getting attack bonus proper.
That's weird. It didn't do that last week. Or it didn't understand that you had a base attack bonus last week. 11 versus KAC is a miss. You swing, and
Bastard.
you also hit a tree with your tactical pike.
It's okay. I'm
And
keeping them
anything
pinned
else?
down. I believe that's it for me.
All right.
Oh, other than add +1 more to stellar mode.
Yeah, your mode.
All
Mhm.
right. Yulia.
So 2 is 30 away from me then, right? Or 30.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm gonna do harrying fire, I think. Can I do that?
Yes, you can. That is an attack versus
It's
Is it-
just 15.
15. Okay, I was trying to remember 10 or 15.
So I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna go, hey, and then shoot in that general direction and try to distract them.
Very harrying.
So then I just make an attack roll.
Yep.
Do I have to click on my token?
Hmm.
Oh, full attack. No, not full attack.
Make my mistake.
21. You are successful. You would have done a single damage.
That's right, but somebody else can maybe do better.
So you are successful, which means that the next person to attack, that was number 1, right? No. It was
No, number 2, the one that's
2.
shooting at Murphy up in the trees.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm going to just move this to...
Thanks, Cop.
Okay, the next person to attack number 2 gets a +2 bonus,
Okay.
which negates the partial cover.
Is there anything else I can do?
You could move. You could take some other sort of move action.
Like what?
Actually,
Is there like a...
you know what? Your move action was Pulling out your gun.
Mhm.
Okay,
Pull
sure.
out your
Why not?
gun.
Yep.
Can you do that as part of a move action?
If you have a base attack bonus of 1, which
Oh.
you do
Only
not at
reload.
level 1.
First.
Okay,
Second.
I'll pass.
Not
I'm
yet.
done then. Just try to distract number 2. That's all I did.
I think only Zyson's going to have the ability to do that at level 1.
I've got the +1 base attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy.
Alright, using my move to pull out my Azimuth laser pistol, and I'm gonna shoot it at number 1.
Right. That's a hit for 3 fire damage.
And Bobbert's going to shoot him too.
Alright. Ooh,
All
okay,
right.
that's a 20 total for 2 electric. Alright, that's... Number 1 is looking rough. He's bleeding, clearly, but definitely not down. Anything else? Any
No.
movement for Bobbert?
No, it can, unless I'm taking full control of it, it can either do a move action or a standard action, but not both.
Alright. Shardik.
Shardik is going to step forward. Is there any penalty for moving through someone's square?
No.
I am going to cast Energy Ray on target number 1. I choose electricity. Does an 11 hit him? Is EAC?
11 versus EAC is a hit.
Nice.
He takes
So
3
you-
points of electric damage.
Max
All
damage.
right. Number 1 is further wounded. Can't take much more of this. These little pelts of damage. Anything else, Shardik?
Can I continue to move after I've attacked? Is this like... Okay,
Nope.
so
It's a feat.
Mhm.
But I have 4 feet.
Pause. Doesn't count.
I raise one of my paws at Murphy and raise one of the claws from it. I'll let him figure out which one of the claws it is.
Murphy,
And then I am done.
would you like to shoot your
Motherfucker bear.
not friend Shardik?
I think about it for a second. Then I move the laser pistol over to number 2 since the captain harried this one. I'll do another trick attack. I'd like to try to get over to this tree over here. Can I do that with 40 feet of movement?
Yes.
You can exactly get there. Yes.
Sweet. All right, so I'll move over to here. Along the way, I'll attempt my acrobatics to make my trick attack. 27.
That's successful.
Okay, and then I'm going to
These
shoot
guys
number
are
2.
not CR8.
Do I get a +2, a +2 to my attack for harrying fire? Yeah.
You get +2 for harrying fire.
Sweet. And they are
and
flat-footed.
+2 for flat-footed. So,
Okay.
well, yeah,
Let's see.
-2 to.
So 22
That's a hit.
total, and then with the trick attack, we'll bump it up to another 4 points of fire damage. Consistent.
4 fire damage. So
Number 2.
number 2 has now been hit.
Yep. I'm just skirting around. That's my turn.
Turn around in
one.
those trees.
Yep.
Does not like being next to this scary pike person and is going to
Scary pike person.
use a move action to what's it called? Guarded step
Mhm.
back there and shoot Bobbert.
Oh, he's still in my threat because I have 10, right?
Oh, that's true.
Because it's pike.
Oh yeah, that reach. That reach.
Probably did
son.
not realize
No.
that. You
Yeah.
get an attack of opportunity.
Ah, nice.
Is guarded step at most 5 or
Yes.
That would be 12.
Versus KAC is a miss. You swing your pike and miss. And in reaction, number one rolls an 11 versus Bobbert's KAC,
Which will
which
not hit.
also does not hit. 2 is going to drop her gun
Okay.
and pull out a knife and stab Zyson to death with one swing.
No!
No.
That's an 8 versus KAC.
I don't think that hits.
No.
No, you would
Probably
have
does
to
not
be
hit.
not wearing armor and have an AC penalty.
Do you have a 6 dexterity?
And also not be an armor Solarian.
Yeah.
Well, that went poorly. But number 2 is not going to run away. She looks at you with hatred and says something in a language you do not understand. And it's your turn, Zyson.
Oh, I'm gonna smack her with my pike.
Just a
Is
smack.
about right. I'm
Also
Missed
an 11
again,
versus
probably.
KAC. She laughs at you as you swing. Just whiff over her head. And just the tone of her voice is derisive. Like, you would not like what she's saying, you're sure of it.
and I guess I'm up to 3 point dots in graviton mode, which is exciting.
Yep. Any movement?
No, I like where I am. I got everyone pinned down. Seems good.
Yulia.
I wish I knew more Garrett's character because I feel like he needs the +2s. We're gonna do. I don't know. Let's do the same. Let's do harrying fire to number 1. I guess I have to move up though, so I'll move to. I will move to here.
Oops, excuse me, Shardik. Climb over the bear.
If you want, I can give you a ride.
No, thank you.
I think the only person who can actually ride you is Ozzy.
Oh, then ask me full attack. No.
So you shoot, attempting to distract.
1 second.
Oh.
Because I am a Valaka, I get +2 to my harrying fires.
All right.
Because I am cooperative with my allies.
All right. So
Look at
you
that.
you successfully distract
Yeah.
number 1. You bark at him along with your shot, and he is distracted. Anything else?
Nope, that's good.
Ozzy.
Firing my laser at number 1.
You get the +2.
Number 1 will have soft cover for a +4.
Because it's just at 30.
No, because I believe your allies give cover.
Even though Bobbert's small.
I just looked at this.
Because I could just move. You know what? I'm just gonna move.
Yeah, creatures even enemies between you and the source of an effect.
Yeah, it just says creature. I mean, I would say if it's smaller than small, maybe not. But
Alright, well, I'm
Small
moving
and
to here.
small.
I'm moving to here, and then I'm firing my laser.
that will
For a
certainly.
12 versus EAC.
12 versus EAC will hit.
Nice.
Alright, that's 4 fire damage.
Was that with the
Alright.
+2? That was,
Yeah.
That
wasn't
is
it?
with the +2, and it's a good thing because otherwise you would not have killed number 1.
Nice.
Racial bonuses.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
And then Bobbert's gonna move over to here to get a good shot.
Okay. That will number 2 will still have partial cover.
And that's
But
the end
Bobbert
of
can
my
make-
turn.
All right, Shardik.
If I'm here, does number 2 have cover?
Number 2, yes. You basically have to be adjacent to them
Oh,
for them not to have cover.
don't like that. I'll let him have his cover.
Because they're in a bush, basically.
Yep. So that is a 19 versus EAC will very much hit. For 2, what kind of damage are you doing?
We're gonna do cold this time.
All right, 2 cold damage. And number 2 is not enjoying this. She waves her knife. Actually, it's Ison, but doesn't like you either. Murphy.
Okay.
Yeah, me.
Well, in response, I'm gonna take my claws and wave them back at her.
Boy. All right.
Oh wait, I have a gift for that. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another tumble down the tree and kind of scoot across. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over to here, I think. Not gonna go too far and attempt another trick attack. Another acrobatics check. I think that'll do. I think that'll do nicely. And then I'm going to make my attack with my laser pistol. 20 total to hit.
20 will hit for 4 plus.
Plus 2, so 6 points of damage this time.
6 points of damage. And she is woozy, but has not yet fallen to the ground.
Wow.
And it is
Pretty fucking tough for an Empire scum.
number 2's turn. Huh. Yeah, she really only has one choice. She is going to try to bury her knife in Zyson's throat.
Going in
Went
for the
so
vengeance.
well last time.
This-
21 versus KAC.
Oh, I think you hit me.
What
Ew.
does this thing do? It does this amount of damage.
Okay.
4 slashing damage.
And I take that out of
Stamina.
stamina.
Hello, Gift.
Very friendly bear.
There
All
is
right.
some way to get those gifts to.
And now, Zyson, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna come back at her.
You have been wounded by this humanoid person with a knife.
How dare you?
Oh. How annoying. Okay. Let's try to smack her.
A 6 will fail to smack her, unfortunately. You have a giant pike, and she has a tiny little knife. And
It is a little
yet
bit of
she
a-
is winning this fight. Yeah.
Dexterity.
Maybe-
She's so
Maybe
dodgy.
you should have listened to your parents, Dyson.
Hit something, you drunk bastard.
Yeah, I
He's
didn't
still
do so well with the hitting last in our ship, and I'm not doing so well in the hitting here.
So either you're too drunk or not drunk enough.
I'm clearly not drunk enough. I haven't had anything to drink since we left that other planet.
Right, but you were drunk last time. It didn't work, and you're not drunk this time. It also didn't work.
No, I didn't have anything to drink last time. That was the problem.
Well, try drinking some of the water.
Water. Ew.
Just a regular attack.
Okay, that will hit. You fire your laser pistol, and it takes off half of her face, and she falls.
Damn. Nice shot, Captain.
Thanks.
So you have successfully defeated these soldiers. I mean, they sure look like soldiers. You think they're wearing armor?
Can we identify this armor?
You sure can with a culture check, which means you cannot.
Oh, I've got culture.
I do
Yeah,
as
anyone?
well.
Actually, I will say, actually, no. Yeah, well, yeah, Yulia, you can give me a profession check if you would like. Anyone
will
else
do
could give me a
that.
culture check to
Murphy
identify.
does culture.
I'm gonna start some for any kind of
Damn, that's a good culture check.
like identification, either like identification papers or maybe a data pad that might have their who they are on it.
Sure. So let's go with Murphy first of all. Were you the only one who rolled well? Yeah, so Murphy, you are pretty sure that these are soldiers of the Azlanti Star Empire. The colors and some of the symbols on...
Wait. Did you say Azlanti?
Yes.
Azlanti?
Yes.
Mm.
I speak that language.
You can't speak that language.
Oh,
We went over this in character creation.
okay.
You cheater!
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I speak
it's
every
kind
language.
of... Yeah.
Well, I do
pick
get a
it-
lot of languages.
Pick another one. Yeah, it's kind of...
He starts speaking. That's just your bear speak.
Yeah.
not
I
how they
also
talk.
speak a lot of languages, and I had talked to Patrick about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I was here during character creation.
It's a capital T thing. So
That's fine.
Murphy, you are pretty sure that these are soldiers of the Azlanti Star Empire. It's hard to know too much about them. You've definitely never seen an Azlanti soldier, but all of the imagery, the colors, and everything really fits. There's something about it though. You swore that Azlanti soldiers wore helmets that cover their face. Like, that's their thing. And if you say something about that, Zyson actually, that sounds familiar. Like, actually, if you've heard one thing about what Azlanti soldiers look like, it's that they wear just these full, like, they cover their entire face. And these people are not. It's very strange. Yulia, you kind of smile and nod. That sounds about right, but you don't really know much else. Shardik, you said you were searching for identification.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't find any data pads. The only thing you find on them appear to be serial numbers. They have 6 digits that you can recognize as numbers. Actually, they're very similar to common numbers. Maybe a little like the forms are different, but they're very clearly numbers, 6-digit numbers, and each one has it tattooed behind their neck. and it's also on their their armor.
Okay.
Are these
Are the
things-
numbers sequential?
No,
If I ignore the last digit, are they sequential?
no.
Okay, I'm gonna write down all 3 numbers.
Okay.
Are these things
Or-
organic?
I'm gonna take out my computer and type them into that. Haha.
Yes.
I have a
you
use for it now. Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, are they organic? I will cut them up. I would take
Whoa.
that knife and cut into it
Shardy, hold.
using
Well,
my
you
life
s-
sciences skills. See if I can tell
I mean,
what they are.
You
Did
can
you
make a
s-
medicine or a life science.
By Triune's left hit, your savage one.
Didn't we say that I
Okay.
shot off one part of their face?
So you make okay. Looking at them, they are clearly human.
Okay.
So then you take your knife and, like the savage bear you are, you cut into just one of their like. Actually, do you take their armor off? They're wearing armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Keep the armor
strip
on you.
this person's armor off, and then you gouge their flank.
Shardik, what are
And-
you doing?
Blood comes out.
You said you wanted to know if
Red
they were
blood.
human, so I checked. They seem to have
Um,
the correct number of organs.
This is not the way to check. We don't want to be scattering blood all over the place if we can help it.
And Shardik, sorry, I am randomly generating you 6 numbers
Well,
or 3 numbers.
it should be 3 numbers.
3 6-digit numbers.
Yes.
Typical bear.
I know, right? Savage.
Let's see. You have 603164 and 777158
Lucky.
and 878273.
Okay, can you give me those numbers again? I was not ready.
Yeah.
Just watch it in post.
There we go.
There you go. Another thing that you notice. Are you examining the bodies? Are you looking at their? What are you looking at?
The bodies.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if they seem to be clones. Is my
Well, they're clearly not clones because 2 of them are female and 1 of them is male. So
are the 2 males clones? Maybe that's how they make the. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be clones anymore. Now would it?
no, they are clearly,
I didn't do that good at biology class. Okay?
like
Clearly.
so actually, their skin tone is all very similar, and they have sort of sharp, angular features, and they're sort of like bronze skin. These are things that you're not a human. You get this because of your life sciences check, and you've worked with humans. You're from the Pact Worlds. So they all appear to be like the same ethnicity. But they are clearly different people. Like their haircuts are the same, their military style haircuts. But they're clearly different people. They look different. Like one of them is a good 6 inches. One of the males is a good 6 inches shorter than. So they're not. I mean, maybe they're part of a giant cloning but they are not the same clones. Also, you notice that they are very young. They're like 15? 16? 15? Which, granted, is probably older than you. You're a bear. But...
Hmm.
And bears come of age at about the age of 8. Maybe you're not young, but...
I'm a pretty young
these
bear.
These are, relative to your life stage, these are younger than you.
They're just pups.
We can't
They've
let that get.
barely been weaned.
We can't let ourselves get sidetracked with that. I know it's shitty, but these are part of the Empire. They're heartless, ruthless. They were going to gut us. You see what they did to Zyson. You'd fucking carve him up. They're not really human anymore. I don't think. I've had something beaten out of them.
What kind of guns were they using?
Yeah, that's something that I would like to check.
Harvest everything you can.
Yeah, so you can pretty easily tell. Yulia is able to identify them quite quickly. They are... actually, Yulia, why don't you make me a profession check?
Okay. Boom.
Very good. These are known as Imperial Pacification Rifles. You've never seen one. You have seen drawings of them from people who you are pretty sure have not seen them, but you know that they are standard issue guns. They're just guns. They're rifles. In the Azlanti Star Empire. They are all three carrying those. They are also all three carrying knives. Yeah, so they each have, I totally did not track their bullets. So the Imperial Pacification Rifles, if you wish to take them, function as a hunting rifle. From the core rulebook. I don't have the range right on... Actually, I may have it on their character sheet. It's 1d8 damage piercing.
I'm going to take one.
They are long arms. And then,
if
anyone would like their...
Well, I think we should take all three of them. I mean, if nobody has seen these except people who have been killed by the Azlanti, presumably, somebody's going to want to see them.
Well, I'm at least taking this one, and I'm also going to take the knife, the combat knife or whatever it was.
Okay. Are you further searching their bodies?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
On number 2, you find... Where have I hidden it?
I'll take a hunting rifle too if no one else is.
I will take the third one then.
Okay.
Unless somebody
Can't use them, so
You
feel
find
free.
an item, which I now realize I did not need to show to you, because you don't know what it is.
We found some weird item.
You found an item, and it appears to be. So it's this like circular badge. Actually, no, it's not circular. It's a diamond-shaped badge, and it's really noticeable because number 2 has one, and number 1 and number 3 don't.
I bet you this one's in charge.
Can I identify it?
You can certainly identify it. Looking at it, it appears to be a technomagical item, so you may roll mysticism or you may roll engineering.
Can I detect magic on it?
You can certainly detect magic on it.
I am going to detect magic.
It is magic.
I'm going to concentrate on it. As I concentrate, I can learn more things about it.
It is a magic item.
Yes, but
15. Reduce the DC to identify creatures and technology by 5. Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
I don't know the DC off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's not over 20. Because it's only a level 3 item. I will return it to everyone's notebooks. This is a motion detection badge. Apparently it's a hexagon. This hexagon-shaped adornment can be activated or deactivated as a move action. A motion detection badge has 4 charges which refresh daily, and an hour of activation uses a charge. While it's active, as long as you haven't moved for at least 1 round, the badge emits a quick flash of red light whenever a small or larger corporeal creature approaches within 60 feet. Although creatures undetectable to normal vision don't trigger the badge. It's enough to alert you, but doesn't otherwise affect your vision or your actions. Reduce the distance by 20 feet for each interposing closed door or substantial barrier. You can also attune the badge to a creature by touching it with the item, which takes a full action. You can attune the badge to up to 10 different creatures. When you're within 60 feet of one of those creatures, regardless of whether you have moved in the past round, the badge emits a yellow flash to let you know an ally is near. Attempting to attune to an 11th creature causes the badge to lose its attunement to the earliest attuned creature. Note that in certain environments, such as a crowded shopping center, the badge flashes so frequently as to be practically useless for detecting approaching threats.
Neat.
You have 1 nifty item.
Yeah, with Detect Magic, the only thing you end up learning is whether it's a magic item or a spell and what level it is.
I think
it's level 3.
one of you should probably take that. I'm going to be moving around a lot, so not going to be super useful for me.
I'll take it then.
All right,
Makes
Captain.
sense.
Do you want to attune it to us so you will know where we are?
Sure.
You don't have to be so excited about it, Captain. Jeez.
Can you put it in my... Oh, you did. It's in items. Got it. Motion detection badge.
I think we should press on. Keep a more stern eye out for more of these Azlanti bastards, even if they are kids. Got a bad feeling that they might be holed up where we saw those lasers in the colony.
Do we want to turn this motion detection badge on them while we're here? We probably should.
Not got too much usage in it.
It only lasts up to an hour each time, so...
How far away are we?
Do we know how far we
At your current pace, 1.5 to 2 hours. You've been walking for maybe 15, 20 minutes.
So maybe in an
It's still
hour
going.
I'll turn it on?
Yeah, when you get close, that'd be a good idea. Wait a bit.
I mean, we've already run into one patrol. We're probably going to run into another one. And these guys did not have any kind of communications. They have
They
space cell
have...
phones.
So they don't have any discrete communications technology, like, on their own. You know that it is standard, like... Oh, you actually don't have armor. Everyone else, I think, in your party has armor.
I have armor.
Oh, you do have armor? Okay.
I have a skin suit or a second skin.
Okay. You know that most people have communications built into their armor. So you would guess that they have something in their helmet.
Can I determine if they do or do not?
Sure. You can grab the helmet and then make me an engineering check. Okay, yeah. They do. These.
Okay.
They do have it's short range. Like it. You think it might not make it back to the colony if it's working at all. But there is communication technology within helmets.
So there's a chance they may have alerted at least another scouting group.
It is possible.
Do I hear anything on the comm?
How long do you wait?
I wanted to wait about 10 minutes, kind of rest for a moment. If that's all right with you.
Sure, but we do need to make sure that we are keeping up a pace. The longer we stay here, the more risk we are getting detected.
All right. I wanted
Perhaps
to
we
take...
should at least rest in the bushes or somewhere hidden.
Can we pull their bodies into the bushes too?
Sure.
If I take the helmet, will it still work, or does the helmet need to be plugged into the armor?
Um,
I'm probably gonna leave the head and take just the helmet, just to make my coworkers happy.
Savage.
Yeah, the helmet.
I'm just trying to figure out the rules, okay?
Yeah, the helmet has its own small battery.
Okay. I'm gonna detach the helmet from.
Although I will say that the helmet does not fit on your head.
I can wear like a hat, like kind of balance it on top.
I wanted to take 10 minutes and spend a resolve point to get my stamina points back.
You can certainly do so.
Sweet.
Would anyone like to do anything in particular during this 10-minute break?
I wanna hide the dead bodies.
Yes.
Okay.
Should I make a hide check or?
No, you can just sort of dump them into the forest.
Do we regain our stamina? You said you spend a resolve point, and what happens?
Spend a resolve point and get all of your stamina back.
Yep.
I might as well do that until we have the long
rest.
I'm going to repair some of the damage that they did to Bobbert.
Does he get... Is it a 10th or 20% of his hit points back? Is that what it is?
10%.
10%.
And I get to do that once a day for free, and every time after that I have to spend a resolve point.
Ah.
For 10%?
Yeah.
Wow, that's rough.
There
Bobby...
are other ways to repair it, but...
Okay.
Bobby looking okay over there?
Oh yeah, he's good. Clang clang.
Dong. Alright, if we're ready to roll out, I suggest we move ahead quietly.
Did I hear anything on the comms in the 10 minutes?
No.
Cool. I'm keeping that helmet with me.
All right, you keep the helmet with you. Would you like to do anything else before you head out? No?
Good to go.
All right.
Let's go.
So you make your way back west again.
I think
that helmet doesn't have any GPSing or
Totally does.
really turn it on so they can listen to us.
Does it?
Well, that's...
That would be another engine.
Good thing I'm good at these.
Um,
Is it alien? Because like they're kind of like aliens, right?
yeah, but this is not identifying it.
I still got 27, so.
Yeah. Yes, but it is unlikely that the Azlanti have a GPS system in orbit of this planet. So you think if they were in the right place?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's not enough satellites for it to work.
Yeah, I mean, it is unlikely that they have put a GPS system into orbit around this planet. Because this is not an Azlanti colony.
Okay.
However, there is no guarantee. You figure if this were an Azlanti planet, yes, they absolutely could.
Can we see the stars?
No. You see fog.
Can we move now?
All right, let's go. And I dart off 30 feet ahead of everybody.
I'm gonna keep the helmet with me for now.
All right,
After
so...
like 45 minutes, I want to turn on the motion thing.
Okay, so
Well,
same plan as
remember-
before. Murphy and Bobbert are stealthing ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, Ross,
Can I-
that it
can I
only
be-
works when you're not moving.
Oh,
You have to like pause for 6 seconds.
okay. Never mind then. I won't do that then.
Yeah, you would just get it. Did you, by the way, did you attune to...
Yeah, I think I'll attune to everybody.
Okay, so
briefly.
to everybody. Okay. So you press forward. Murphy and Bobbert, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Ugh. Yuck.
Okay, and all right. So you continue moving forward. It's about another 25 minutes, and you come into another clearing. And again, maybe you're here and you're here. Something like that. And I'm going to need Murphy and Bobbert to both make perception checks.
All right. I think we're on this page with the 3 patrol guards still. If you move pages.
Yes, I forgot
Okay.
to do that.
All right, no problem. And
Go.
perception, you say? Go cat eyes.
Alrighty. So you are walking along, maybe thinking about your last encounter. When you see, to get onto the right layer, Murphy, right in front of you, there are
Pokemon. Next gen Pokemon.
3
Christ almighty, what monstrous beast is this?
these creatures. They are, I mean, they're simian-ish, with blue fur, and they appear to be standing, and they're looking straight at you. And I think we have time, so I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative again.
Fuck,
Because they
fuck,
all-
fuck, 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 fuck.
Look at Murphy. And because, oh boy, did you fail at your perception and your stealth checks. They
Fuck.
noticed you, and you did not notice them.
Oh,
So let me
super.
double check. Maybe you noticed one of them.
No,
Maybe.
probably not. Got an 11. My perception's...
Yeah, no,
So you
you
have to
noticed.
click on your character
Heroic.
first.
Yep.
Yeah, if you click on, you gotta click on your character first.
Oh well, that was worse.
Whoops.
I did not put.
Are you dead, Murphy?
Instantly.
Are they gonna like get flatfoot you and like they have
Yeah,
sneak
they're
attack
gonna
or
they're gonna
something?
flank me and eat me. They're going to eat my flesh, my furry flesh.
Oh, we'll see.
You'll probably get hairballs after that, but they will. I mean,
Yeah, well,
All
my
right.
parting gift.
So then let me. Up there.
We should maybe travel more together.
well, I don't know.
Oh,
If they want to scout, they can scout.
Maybe I should go up with them.
Me
I have stealth. That's one of
to
my
take
few
that away
skills.
from them.
All right, creatures.
Do we have to antagonize the locals?
Yes, these are monsters.
Oh,
We're just here to find somebody.
Well, that's specious of you. Like, why do you think they're monsters?
they did not.
Look
roll
at them! Devilish red eyes, unnatural coloring.
I think their eyes are like yellow or greenish.
Yeah, they're yellowish.
No, they look red.
Just
I'm chatting out
because
things.
you're colorblind. I mean, you only see in black and white anyways,
Cats
right?
can't see color, yeah. What do you want?
I don't know.
What do you
if
want
that's
from
true.
me?
To move them to be able to click add turn. Sorry, I'm taking forever. Okay, so that is...
Cats are not completely colorblind.
Oh, there we go.
They just the
All
colors
right.
aren't as bright, but they still can see. They still have 3 types of cones, just like we do.
So for this surprise round, the aliens are going to go,
Shit.
and nobody else is going to go, unfortunately for you.
Great.
Bobbert, while doing better, did not do better enough. Sorry, Bobbert.
Not better enough.
So number 1 is going to immediately... What's their speed?
Maybe we encroached on their territory.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Whoop. 20, 25, 30. Go here, and then zap Bobbert. So it raises its finger, and a little, like, Murphy, you can kind of feel this as it walks past you. Your hair stands up on end just a little bit, involuntarily. And then there's a crack, and a little zap of what looks like lightning or electricity goes from it toward Bobbert.
Unlimited power.
That's the whole Laserdisc thing. Nice.
So that is 18 versus Bobbert's EAC.
Yeah, that'll
Yes.
hit.
And we're we're flat-footed when we're surprised.
That is 2 electric damage to Bobbert.
Fantastic.
And then number 2 is going to go over here, and so it looks at you, and it starts clawing toward... What kind of technological things do you have on you?
Oh, well, I have a glass cutter. I have a collapsible ladder, a titanium alloy cable line, and the pacification rifle, and my laser pistol.
Yeah, so it's swiping at you, but you could swear it's trying to take your laser cutter. Like it's looking at your laser cutter when
Fuck my shit.
when it swipes at you.
How dare you?
Let's see. So that is a 7 versus your KAC.
Nope.
Okay. It makes a little sound as it's like going after you. And then this next one, number 3, just sort of hops forward. To... It's kind of looking to the other ones, and then it looks at you, and it's going to try and zap you, Murphy. And that is a... They're not where I want them to be. Does a 10 hit your EAC when you are flat-footed?
Nope.
Does not hit. Okay, so it zaps, and it misses you. Then just you can feel the electricity crack past your ear. Yeah. Also, these guys are. So I haven't really described them physically. Their size. They're little. They're like cat-sized.
Hey.
So actually, these guys could occupy the same square if I really wanted them to. Yeah, they're little. All right, so surprise round is over. I will do the surprise round correctly next time. I just realized I did that very wrong. You can't both take a move in a standard action surprise round.
They're wily.
They should have just all zapped Murphy. That's what they'll do next time. Murphy, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to fucking blast this one. I'm going to try another trick attack. I'm going to bound backward, kind of through the trees, so heading off in, this direction, which I know will provoke an opportunity attack as I move away from him, but I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that and just book it back this way.
Let me roll my attack first.
Sure.
11.
Nope. And as I do so, I make an acrobatics check as I leap back through the bushes and take aim at him with my laser pistol. So, I don't think it does it because it's a 20 plus your target CR.
Nope, fail. Which
So-
just means it's not flat-footed
Yep.
and no extra damage.
Right. So I'll still do my laser pistol attack. 21 to hit AC.
Okay, that will hit. And 3 damage?
3 points of fire damage.
Okay. You hit this alien, and it's hit by the fire, and it freaks out, whack, whack, whack. It doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know what to do.
You
What
asshole.
happened? Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. It's actually number 2's turn.
Oops,
Yeah,
sorry.
and what these guys do is really clear. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it swipes at Bobbert. Yeah, it definitely just is clawing at Bobbert.
Luddites.
That is a 3. Does a 3 hit Bobbert's key?
Signs point to no.
Okay.
No, not quite.
Yulia.
Do we have to kill these things?
Yes, we have to kill them now.
I just really want to punt one.
I feel like I'm shooting cats.
Hey.
Do
Watch
you
out.
want to put them in a barrel first? Would that make you feel better?
I'm gonna shoot at the number 1. Just a regular shot.
You shoot your laser gun, and it just sort of dodges out of the way. It's actually pretty small. Kind of difficult to hit.
Okay,
Would you
that's
like
it
to
for
do
me.
anything else?
No.
All right. Number 1 is going to go, and it makes a beeline for Bobbert, and it swipes at Bobbert.
Bobber, no.
That is a That is a 9 versus KAC.
Bobbert is freaking out, but they're not going down.
So it's just like it's like reaching and grabbing and clawing at Bobbert. The third one is going to look at Bobbert, look at Zyson, look at Bobbert, and it's gonna go over here, and it's going to zap Zyson. Does a 21 hit Zyson EAC? Yes. Okay. That is 1 electricity damage. So you feel a little bit of an electric charge building up on your armor, and then pow!
Unlimited.
And
A
is that
little bit of
stamina,
electricity goes
or-
from... Yeah, -1 stamina. Ozzy.
Oh boy, what to do? I think Ozzy's going to move out to here, and they're going to shoot at squirrely thing number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
All right, so you zap number 1 in the side with a laser gun, and now this one too. It's kind of freaking out. It does not like being shot with laser pistols.
Go on, get leave Bobbert alone.
What would Bobbert like to do?
Bobbert's just going to run.
Alrighty.
Take refuge in the bushes.
Okay, so they will attempt to claw at Bobbert, and they kind of scream like they are very upset that that Bobbert is running away from them, and that is going to be a 3 and a 13 versus KAC.
Miss to both, not even counting the mobile feat. That's nice.
Huh.
Anything else?
Just gonna... Actually, yeah, Bobbert's gonna move into this square.
Okay.
And that's it.
Shardik. Mr. Bear.
So, do we want to kill them or what? I've heard
Yes.
mixed.
Yeah,
I
sure,
vote
whatever.
yes. Kill them all.
Any objections?
No, go for it.
Okay. If I'm
Seem really
here,
intent on-
I will point out that this game has a mechanical thing that you can do to learn the information about the creatures you are fighting.
No.
You can roll a
does?
skill check. Yes, it does.
Then you'll feel guilty killing them. Don't do it.
You do not have to, but you should know that that is a thing in Starfinder.
Maybe
I'm
if we
gonna
kill one
do
of them.
the thing.
They all
what-
aggro and kill us all.
A life sciences check.
I'm going to do that because I am a scientist, and you guys got mad when I started chopping up those other things earlier. I got a 15. Did I learn
Okay.
anything?
You do, I believe you get... I should have this on a thing. So the DC is... You got a 15. You get 2 pieces of information. These things are called Hobgars. Hobgar. And you know that they are creatures native to Nakondis. You may learn 2 pieces of information that pertain to Hobgars. So it could be something like special defenses, special attacks, highest stat speed, defensive abilities,
If-
save.
Did you say highest save?
Yeah.
I want to learn that.
Okay. Their
And
highest.
Special attack.
Actually, their saves are all equal.
Uh,
Special attacks.
Disappointing.
They can discharge a ray of electricity at a single target as a standard action. It does 1d3 electricity damage.
Okay. Was that thing that I did, that ability, was that my standard action?
No.
No.
It is.
Okay.
For free.
Well, I still want to kill them.
I'm not sure that it's even a swift action. I think it's just you do it.
Like, do you see them and do you understand
Yeah.
something about them, basically?
You're not
I
researching.
understand that I'm going to kill them. So if I do a 15-foot cone, that would hit all three of them, right?
Yes.
That would be. Well, I only do it from this square. That's weird how it measures it. I am gonna cast Overheat, which is totally not the Burning Hand spell.
Okay. So they make reflex saves, I assume. DC 15?
DC 15 reflex save. Ugh.
Let's see. So number 2 has a 21. Number 1 has a 4. And number 3 has a 12.
Okay, so one of them saves.
All right.
The other two take 5. The other one takes half of 5, which I assume.
So
2.5.
2.5 was an image.
3 and number. Okay. Number 1 shrieks and catches on fire and just like
Nice.
erupts into flame.
Good.
You burn this creature to death. Number
Burn,
3
baby, burn.
is just shrieking and on fire, but still seems to be alive. Number 2 avoids your fire entirely.
They have avoision.
Boo.
Boo. I'm done.
All right, Zyson.
Okay, I am gonna move over. And I
Are
think
you on Team Murder Wildlife?
I am. Hey, I got zapped. I'm not having a happy morning. Can I flank number 3 from that position?
No.
Okay. We'll hit it anyways then. Because I can't. How's flanking work? Do I have to be opposite or?
You have to be opposite, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's flank this thing.
So it does get an attack of opportunity.
Oh. Well, come at me.
Just group it as like
Natural 20!
Oh no!
It crits
Are you
you.
kidding me?
Aw.
gotta be
When a
kidding
21
me.
hits your KAC.
Aw.
And this time it bites you. So that is going to be...
Ouch.
I underestimated these little
dice.
things.
3 piercing damage.
Nice.
Well, at least that's not so bad. Okay. Smack this thing now. I am fed up.
Get it.
Oh, this will be +1 from combat and +2 from the flanking. He's hit.
That hits. And you cut this poor innocent wildlife in half. You cut it in half.
Goodness.
You alien monster.
Didn't have with a piercing
Speaking
weapon.
of alien monsters, Murphy. Everyone knows cats are pro murder. They do it all the time.
I mean, you throw these little rodents at me, I'm gonna fucking tear them
They're
apart.
not rodents. They're like
They're simians.
Close
Simians.
enough. Shite. I'm gonna do my thing, my full attack move, and attack with my trick attack. Pew! So my acrobatics.
I mean, even than we are.
Alright, so I think that works for my trick
Yep.
attack. And I'm going to go
Put
5,
it-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get in this position and shoot at him with my laser pistol. Alright. 18 versus his EAC.
Okay, that hits.
And a total of 4 points of fire damage, number 2.
4 fire damage, and you shoot a burning hole through this third creature.
2.
It is destroyed. All right, you
Hey, me
have
too. I'm also at 2.
three
I should be keeping track.
dead, mostly burning creatures at your
Good.
feet.
Okay, let's put those in the woods too.
I'm gonna put out the fire.
Smokey.
So
Hey,
you
I-
can
I-
probably tell.
I
you know,
feel like it's something my ancestors would do, or at least one of them.
the ground is pretty wet,
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
kind of wet.
Only
Universal.
you.
Alright, Shardik.
Okay, you put
Tone
it
it down
out.
a little bit. I can't believe Sedona would make a colony on such a horrible, hostile planet with these little shits everywhere.
Well, I don't
It's
know
terrible.
if it's Sedona's colony.
Oh, well.
Well, she chose to live here.
That's true. Well, that was fun. Always could use a little bit of animal hunting. Of course, not any of us animals, you know. These little things. Clearly lesser than us.
Shall we go then?
Aye.
Can we try sneaking a little bit better?
What? What? I'm trying to keep ahead of the stupid clunky robot over here. You know, clearly that's the one that they heard. And they're trying to go for that one. They try to go for Bobby. They
I just don't want to shoot everything on the way in.
I think that they preferred him because he's made of metal.
Aye, exactly. So maybe he should stick back a little bit. You leave the sneak into the professionals like me.
None of the odds of us running into any more are just...
They are native to
Huge.
this planet.
They're huge.
It seems unlikely that we have completely wiped them out. I'm guessing there's more than
That was the last 3.
The
Perhaps we
last
should
of
stay
the
a little
Hobgars.
closer.
I mean, it is
Fine.
possible. Were they all male? Do you want me to check? You guys
Shardik, no.
No.
No, Bear,
Let's
no.
go.
But I like the idea the drunkard has. Let's stick closer together, and so I'll start keeping with the group.
All right. Is everyone stealthing, or is nobody stealthing, or is just one person stealthing for the hell?
Can we like
I
half
have
stealth?
a +2.
I'm quite happy to stealth.
How much
Yeah,
slower
let's-
will we move if
Group
we
stealth.
You move about half speed while stealthing. But
Not so bad.
if one person is stealthing, you're moving at half speed unless you are leaving them behind, because they're
Okay.
not very.
Yeah, let's just all try
Like, there's no
stealth.
point if somebody faster front. Okay. Then, as you head out, I would like each of you to make stealth check.
This will be
Eight
very
points.
good data for later anyway.
Alright, not good. Fairly bad. Great.
Alrighty.
The worst.
Y'all
You
are
stupid
real bad
fat bear.
You are
We're not all
crawling
bad.
through the
Half
squishy
of us are
mud.
bad.
And it's getting a little later in the day. You're
true.
you're moving pretty slowly. And you come upon this third. Well, it's not just the third clearing. There have been many other clearings that you've gone through with incident. But you walk into this clearing all together, and you see a person standing at the other end of the clearing, and he's looking frantic. He's looking around. He looks at you, and he just runs towards you.
Hold, wait, what? Hold.
And he says, oh my gosh, you're not Azlanti, help me. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
All right, cool.
Man.
I feel like he just could have been shot there, if we just weren't feeling friendly.
I immediately
I'm glad
shoot him.
You don't just run up to a group of strange, creatures you've never seen before and ask for help. I guess you could.
Get on the ground.
Get down.
He certainly is trusting. We
I
certainly
mean,
are the band
you may certainly open next session by shooting him if you wish. Totally up to you.
All right,
Find out
guys.
if we do next time.
Is anyone
Next time.
chaotic evil?
We'll find out next time on Really Playing Games.